the Date Master, and yes, we're back with another banger. Oh, what a time to be alive. What we have now. Like I said, I told you guys I was gonna start doing more reaction videos, and we got a hot topic that's been scorching the internet. It's been, trending across a lot of male channels. I'm just gonna give my opinion on it. The Is this another Manosphere meltdown? And I did a reaction when the whole Fresh and Fit in the Auburn Preach situation came about. It appears that every few months, every month or so, every couple of weeks, there is always this new beef. There's this constant beef, bickering, and quarrel in this space, which people would look at this kind of crazy, seeing that the men that has entered this space did not come by circumstance. They came because they were looking for enlightenment. We are supposed to be the higher intelligent men, the men of more ethical fiber, moral fiber, and just principles. But that does not appear to be the case. The whole Saint in the Center, Kevin Samuels meetup, per se, I'm not sure what it was. People must understand that this is indeed being approached as a business. This is why you even have women being allowed to enter this space freely, being paid to enter this space. I mean, within 2-3 months, they have channels bigger than people that have been talking on this content for years and years and years. But this whole Saint in the Center situation, it puts a new spin on it, simply because of the prior history that Saint in the Center had with Kevin Samuels. I'm sure you guys have seen the video when he was pretty much dissecting and exposing him for his unethical, quote unquote, business practices. With that being said, why meet with him now to get a photo op? It's a lot of funny things that go with this whole scenario. Again, you must understand this is a business opportunity. And people can have different opinions about it. My opinion is simply that the beef aspect. If you're going to make certain videos, critiques, and exposures in a certain way, I don't see how a photo op counteracts that. I don't see how pulling up on a person whom you made a video about counteracts that. And then he stated he reached out to him, and Kevin Samuels did not respond. See, Kevin Samuels, he moves swiftly because I think deep down he knows what he's done. He knows what he's doing. Obviously, I mean, the numbers do not lie. However, those who feel slighted, such as Angry Man and others alike, from stealing the talking points, from the lack of giving credit, from the lack of networking in a way that the facts are there. You've seen Kevin Samuels on most of the guys who support him's platform, but you've never seen those guys on his platform. So Kevin is moving in a way that is conducive to his business from a long-term standpoint, which is why he really does not directly respond to critiques of him. He does it in a subliminal way, and he continues about his business. But it appears that it is a beef every 2 months. Every couple of weeks, there is a beef between men in this space, and these are older gentlemen. Life is not going to be fair. Business is not going to be fair. I mean, this is a dog-eat-dog world. I understand we want to think, and we would hope to hold people to a certain regard, but that's simply not going to be the case, because you must look at the age difference. Kevin Samuels is over half a century old, so he doesn't really have the window. He pretty much found the niche, and he's working it expeditiously. But the thing is, what goes up must come down, and the faster they rise, the faster they will fall. Everything that's taking place now, it resembles everything that we critique, everything that we have a problem with from the women, the constant bickering, the constant nagging. If you have issues in private and they're not able to be resolved in private, then I can see why you would bring them to the public. But no one really would know the details that happens behind the scene unless the facts are provided. And when I say facts, that means you have to have receipts. You have to have things that show and prove what you're saying is accurate. The manosphere is now being looked at as this is the next space to infiltrate, to break down and reconstruct. I told you I was listening to the radio last week, and the DJ was speaking about it. You see Cardi B and the Nicki Minaj's. You see a lot of mainstream celebrities being exposed to the space via Kevin Samuels and others alike. So what will happen? This space will pretty much become the next movement to taint. No different than the civil rights, no different than the Black Panther Party, no different than many other progressive movements that was for the benefit of us both. Because to better the man is to better the woman. Because the woman is a reflection of the man. To better the man is to better the woman. So when you allow women in these spaces and they get to, use their sexuality, their physical appeal, it starts to descramble a man's thinking process from a logical standpoint. The only thing he sees is a beautiful woman. Let me collab with her. This is going to get me views. This is going to get me views because when people love to look at beautiful women. So one must ask, is this space really real? Is this space authentic? Should I come to this space in order to get knowledge? Or is this all a money grab, just like the church? Just like these other movements, just like these other platforms? Is this simply about money and business opportunity? What is this about? So my future prediction is that this space is going to melt down very quick, and you already have spinoffs. Shout out Coach Greg Adams. You have the Free Agent. You have the Black Pill. You have a lot of different. You have Angry Man with the Beano. You have a lot of different spinoffs of the Manosphere, in a sense, to where people can't get along. You just saw when Angry Man did his live last night. He went on the panel with Mr. Palmer, or he brought Mr. Palmer and some others on, and you saw the bickering like women. And he stated this is why he does not do panels. You saw it in real time. To come to this space thinking that you're going to get enlightenment only to see the same ignorance that you would see in the streets of the hood, or you would see in, the godnocracy, fighting and feuding over nothing, is beyond me. This is just like I supposed to go to the gym to get to get, discipline in the workout and motivation. Yet you walk in the gym, you see a buffet of pizza, donuts, and ice cream. That does not make sense. That does not make sense. And I understand, and Angry Man pointed it out himself, and not to, keep mentioning him, but he stated this is all content strategy, in a sense. People are using certain beefs. They're using certain, sound bites to run with in order to create content versus creating the content that drawed men in here from the first place. And that is to understand themselves and how to get better. How to be better professionally, personally, and from an intimate standpoint with their woman. But yet all we see now is the constant bickering, critiquing, back and forth, biting our words, talking about a man one day, then going to take a selfie with him the next. And all of this is being justified. All of this is being justified. When will it stop? And every 3 weeks, every month, you see this. You see this. And you wonder why we cannot grow. You wonder why we don't own any facilities. We don't own any institutions. Instead, we have small sects of people who like this person over the next, when the overall message is pretty much the same. It's not too many different things you can get out of life. It's not too many things you can get out of being a certain type of man. It's only so many things you're going to get. But this competition and security that takes place in this space, it is resemblant of women getting BBLs, dying on surgery tables, trying to outdo the next whore. Trying to outdo the next when they say, let me go get a bigger ass, and this time they don't make it. This is the last straw. This is the time in which their choices are non-recoverable. The decisions, they have dire consequences. There's no coming back from this one. So the manosphere is now going to break down and melt down because this is just the first wave of this. I'm sure there's more to come out. When you see photo ops, you see these type of things take place, there's more to follow. But this is the hottest topic going on the space, in this space on YouTube. But one must ask, why does this have to be the trending topic? Why can't it be this person reaching, a milestone in their business, leaving a woman who does not respect or appreciate him? We celebrate and things start to trend that have no real value to anything that we're speaking about in this space. So the constant divide, people pick and choose. If you work with this person, I'm not going to work with you. If you work with that person, I'm not going to work with you. We're acting just like the women in which we critique on a daily basis. Same type of behavior. And these men, we are in our 30s and 40s and 50s. Why is this the case? Every month or two. And it's simply competition and security. People are seeing certain individuals rise to fame via unethical business, and that's cool. That should be called out. Others are seeing women and, the collaborations that seem to be genuine, they turn out to not be as genuine as they appear to be. So it's this competition and security that I've been doing this for X amount of years. You only been doing it for 2 years, and yet you have surpassed me. This must stop. Or else this platform, this space, the manosphere, red pill, whatever, it's going to be infiltrated and it's going to be dissected from the inside out because there are no gatekeepers. People are too concerned with others inside of it versus the ones on the outside that are trying to come in and dismantle it. It will melt down, no different than the civil rights movement, the Black Panther Party movement, and so many others alike. The feminist movement, you see that is breaking down as well. This will be the same thing because we continue to behave in the same manner in which we isolate ourselves from the people that do exactly what we're doing. But you guys give your thoughts, your comments, your take. It's the Date Master.